Hey, what is up guys? So just watched episode 24. This was a really enjoyable episode. The first half pretty much was covering how Ren actually got over Psyqualia and accepted defeat, and also acknowledged Aichi for who he was as a person as well, or particularly a card fighter. And we also got to see a bit of Kai actually feeling a bit of remorse for being a little too mean, supposedly. It definitely goes to show that this version of Kai is definitely a lot more nicer in the original, or compared to the original series. Now, it was definitely really enjoyable to see, mixing in a bit of humor to the episodes, as well as a bit of seriousness as well. Very fast that they progressed Aichi in such a way where he already has control of Psyqualia. It's definitely really odd, but I definitely do understand it, considering that they are trying to push this particular series further on so that all the other clans actually get their support as well, which is kind of unfortunate that they can't actually set aside some development for Psyqualia in Aichi. But you know, I'm not too bothered about that because we have already technically seen the original series, which, you know, I guess they kind of went over Psyqualia and what it does, so I guess there's no point for that. But after that, they really just moved on about Kai, which obviously is the title of this episode, and with that, it was really interesting. His past is completely different. So in the original series, his parents actually died. While in this particular version, he actually has terrible parents. I didn't expect him to have this kind of backstory, but basically it was really good for his character because it definitely gives him reason as to why he's so ambitious about winning and why he takes things so seriously, which is definitely really interesting because he just doesn't want to deal with people who are fake. And you know, getting into Vanguard was one of his outlets here, that there were a lot more people out there that were real and they were able to give him serious fights and stuff like that. So very interesting, well explained here compared to the original series, where we didn't really get any kind of explanation whatsoever. You know, we just got Kai losing his parents, and as a result of that he just became a bitter person. But in this one, I also kind of understand that as well, and this one is definitely going to show that there's a lot of psychological damage that can cause a lot of strong emotions, which would trigger out I suppose the strength within a card fighter, that being Kai, Ren and Aichi now. So as we can see, all of them have pretty bad upbringings, especially Kai at this point. He definitely takes the you know, he definitely takes it here because I don't know, man, losing your parents just because they technically abandoned you, very unfortunate to see. But you know, in the previews we actually got to see that you know, we're actually going to have a final episode. Now, I don't know if this is going to be the final episode of the season or if it's going to be the final episode of the series, and then they have to plan out some new stuff for season 2. But you know, I guess we'll just have to find out. But for that though, I do know that obviously there will be a season 2 because, you know, there is obviously a continuation to this story. But of course, we don't know how far ahead that Bushiroad has actually planned this out. So for all we know, it could actually end and we might have to wait for a few weeks. So definitely going to be really curious to know about that. But of course, next episode is still going to be interesting. It's going to continue off with Kai's fight with Aichi, and I really do love how they actually incorporate flashbacks within a fight as well. Definitely takes away the whole you know, forcing out an entire fight for an episode, and putting more so a focus onto a bit of backstory, but at the same time not focusing entirely on the entire backstory here within the episode. So definitely really interesting here. My prediction would be that in this particular card fight, we obviously are trying to find out whether Kai can beat Aichi in Psyqualia state. So because of that, I'm curious to know what happens. I definitely think that Kai will defeat Aichi, because if he doesn't, then it does kind of make Psyqualia seem a bit broken as an ability. but for now it seems like Kai actually accepts Saqualia in Aichi and he wants to prove himself, and I do believe that Kai will definitely beat Aichi in this particular case, because, you know, with that it goes to show that Saqualia is something that can be beat, and it will also open up Aichi's mind as to show him that perhaps he won't always have to rely on Saqualia. So it's definitely really nice here, but of course we can see that Saqualia is able to be kept contained by Aichi here. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say here. It was not depicting too much in this particular episode, but at the same time we got a lot. As a result, I couldn't really talk much about it, but yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Tell me what you guys think about this. Did I actually miss anything? I don't think so. I mean, I covered everything that I felt was pretty relevant here. But yeah, everything is actually getting really exciting now, despite the fact that we're actually near a conclusion here. But that's pretty much it. So hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you next time.